Welcome to Unhinged with A&M. I'm Miranda.
And I'm Ari. Welcome back. Oh, it hasn't been that long.
Not for us.
For us.
Well, I mean, everybody gets weekly
updates.
Episodes. But we are back to back in the studio.
Wow.
We're going to be ahead again after today.
Just in case anything comes up.
In case Ari, decides to die on us again.
I mean, it could be you this time. Don't just blame it on me, man. Stuff happens to everybody.
It could be me. I've been working really hard this year to not
get sick or
get sick. So,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. This is episode 15 as well, I believe, right?
Yes. Ooh. We're already halfway to getting to 20.
We're more than halfway to getting to 20.
Yeah.
We're 5 episodes away from getting to 20.
Yeah.
We're halfway to 30 episodes.
Hey!
Look at us. We're killing it.
We are. Well, what is our topic today, bestie?
We're going to talk toxic friendships.
Ooh.
Ooh.
When I look at my past friendships, I'm like, ooh, I did that.
Girl, do I have a story for everybody today?
Oh, heck yeah.
On this topic. I've told you a little bit about it.
You've given me snippets.
But I've been specifically saving a lot of the story.
For the podcast?
For the podcast so that we can get your real
my raw reaction.
The raw reaction.
Ooh. Already getting kinky in the studio.
Ooh,
yes.
we like it raw.
The footage or the audio is never fully raw. I do edit it. So
that's true. But
there's some protection. Okay. So what's this story?
Are we just gonna jump right into it?
Jump right into it. I'm ready.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what do I call her?
You could do initials, or you could we could do an animal. That's fun.
Okay. Her favorite animal when we were kids was a cheetah. So should I refer to her as a cheetah?
Okay, cheetah.
Okay, right? No, it was a lion.
Oh,
my favorite animal was a cheetah.
Okay.
Hers was a lion. Do I call her a lion then?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe kind of fitting. So this girl and we met in the 1st grade. Okay.
Oh, so this is a foundational friendship.
Mm-hmm. And we were best friends from the very beginning, from when we first met, all the way through middle school and even through high school and even, partway through college.
Okay.
And so, she was my childhood best friend.
Mm-hmm.
We would write BFFL, best friends for life, on all of our cards to each other. She was the girl I always had all my sleepovers with. We were best friends.
Damn.
Yeah. And so when we got into middle school, hormones and
Life
puberty and we make new friends too because it's a bigger school, and I didn't really know what was going on with her at the time. I knew her parents were having problems.
Ooh.
And I was starting to branch out to have more friends, which she was low-key kind of jealous of.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one day I was in the car with my mom waiting for my brother to get out of school, and she texts me essentially saying that she was going to unalive herself.
What?
Yep.
What?
And so I remember I just I panicked and I was like, Mom, I just got this text from Lion. And as soon as my brother was in the car, we drove straight to her house. She was really really because her dad was a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
And he slept during the day when he was at home. So she was like, my dad's sleeping. Her mom was at work. And we're just like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. I'm fine. And then the next day at school, I reported it to one of the teachers.
Yeah.
And then I talked to a counselor about it. And this whole ordeal is what puts this story in real motion, right? So this all happened in 8th grade. And then after 8th grade, I moved from Fort Collins to Dacono.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't go to high school together, but we still would try and hang out and have sleepovers.
Keep in contact in general.
And keep in contact. But at this point, the friendship was starting to be really draining for me. And like, there were these expectations that she said, because we were best friends for life. And she took that to heart. Like, so seriously. And like, it wasn't so bad in high school. Like, she continued to be really, really depressed all throughout high school. But she had this mentality, especially with me too. She's like, Miranda saved my life, so therefore I owe her everything, right?
Oh, so like kind of like a victim mentality and like a savior.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. And so my mom was a real one, and you know, she would be like, if you don't want to go hang out with her, you can just tell her that I said no.
I love that.
And so usually,
wait, Anita, we're here for moms who do that.
And like, you know, looking back, I'm like, okay, I probably should have ended the friendship way sooner. But it was one of those things.
You were friends for so long, though.
We were we were childhood best friends. And, you know, at like 15, 16, you don't really necessarily know any better.
No.
Especially when you've been friends with someone for that long.
And friends by proximity is the way to make friends.
Yeah. But as the years went on, she just continued to get more depressed. And her parents were the kind to be like, oh, if you just pray harder to God, you'll be fine. So like, I would be there like, hey, you should talk to your parents about getting on medication. You should talk to your parents about going to therapy. And they wouldn't do either for her.
You didn't pray hard enough, that's why.
Yeah, no, they would tell her, which is really fucked up when you think about it, because her parents were awful. They acted like they were these like big, huge Christians.
Like evangelical, like they could do no wrong.
Yes. However, her parents were incredibly physically abusive towards each other.
Oh.
Like, the Lion would text me quite often about how her and her sister would literally have to like get in between their parents' fights to break them apart. And the cops would get called to their house all the time. Her mom was an alcoholic and was having an affair with like a really creepy man, it sounds like. I remember there was one time Lion texted me being like, after her mom, after her dad found out about the affair, I remember her mom's boyfriend like showed up at the house with a gun.
Oh, God.
I don't know. She had a really fucked up childhood.
Yeah.
And I think that's like what kept me around for so long too, because I'm like, oh my God, this
You're
poor...
like the only sane one in the vicinity, like at that point.
And I remember too, at the end of high school, things were so bad for her mentally that her parents finally got her on antidepressants. And they didn't really do anything. Like, she still wasn't in therapy. And I don't think the medication was really working because she was just that, like, mentally fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, I mean, not her fault. Trauma is a real thing, but, like, this girl needed serious help, and she
was not getting it whatsoever.
She wasn't getting it at all. And then, fast forward, we graduate high school. I go to college. She doesn't, because she thinks she's not smart enough for college or whatever. And then once I'm in college, you know, I'm once again making new friends. I'm finding out who I am more. Like, I'm changing as a person.
Yeah.
But, like, we still hang out sometimes. Like, I felt bad for her because it's like, this girl has been through so much.
Yeah.
Like, she would come and crash with me at college sometimes because I didn't have a roommate in the dorm for a while. So there was an extra bed in my room, so she would come crash with me sometimes. And I introduced her to my friend group, and we would all hang out. But then it started getting really bad, where, like, I would be like, hey, and this happened, I think this happened in high school too, where I would tell her, like, hey, I don't think I can keep going with this friendship. And she would always threaten to kill herself if I tried to take a step back from our friendship.
That's manipulation at its finest.
She's like, and it got to me because I'm like, oh my God, I'm the only reason why this girl is alive. I'm like, she didn't have any other friends. People would try to be friends with her, but then she would just absolutely trauma dump on all of them. And they'd be like, you are too much for me.
Yeah.
And like, I had it in my head too. I was like, I've been friends with this girl since we were 6 years old. I'm like, I can't just, that's too much history to just
up and abandon.
And I remember sophomore year of college, I cut things off and I was like, I can't be your friend anymore. This is done, because she had gotten mad that I didn't invite her to my friend group's like little Christmas party that we had. I'm like, well, first of all, we're all in the same town. You're in Fort Collins. We're all in Greeley. And also she would get mad when I wouldn't like invite her to any of our plans. And like a lot of the times our plans are just like made up on the spot. We all get together. We're like, oh, what are we going to do today? Oh, we're going to go to the bowling alley. Oh, we're going to go
X, Y, and Z, like
do whatever. And she would get legitimately mad at me if I did not invite her to things or include her in things. And I'm like, girl, you're not here. You're not in this town. How am I supposed to invite you to every single thing that I do when half the time there's no plan in place?
Yeah.
Before.
And that's lack of accountability either. Like, so I have a cousin and he's not the best. Like, and he's my age and like, you know, like there was always these set expectations of like his way of life and my way of life, you know, like, oh, look at how hard life is. And I'm like, nah, life is fine for me. Like, you do you, man. Well, eventually, sorry, I stole your thunder.
Oh, no, you're fine. Go ahead. I'm talking a lot.
You're good. And he moved here to Greeley a few years back now. And he was like all up in mine and my cousin's business of like, I want to hang out. I want to do these things. I want to hang out. I want to do these things. And this was the point where I started like going to a new D&D group. Like I was making friends in Greeley. I'm like, dude, you need to go out in the community. You need to start talking to people. And he's like, well, I don't want to do that. I just want to have friends. And I'm like, you literally...
This is how you make friends.
This is how you make friends. So I would take him specifically to spaces to make friends, and he would do nothing with that information.
Of course.
Like, I took him to the nerd store, and I'm like, hey, you like... I think Transformers was his thing growing up. And I'm like, there's a whole bunch of nerds here. You could get into Magic with the Gathering. You could get to Dungeons and Dragons. There's a whole bunch of nerds that want to seek friendship and community. Like, this is your place. Like, go to this place. Did nothing with that information.
Of course.
But also, we'll turn around. Oh, woe is me. I don't have any friends. And I don't have a girlfriend. And I'm like, you're not making any effort.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not being, there's no point. Literally, and I show you, I don't know where to start. Here, I'll show you where to start, but does nothing with that information.
It's the thing where, like, people just like, I think people just like having something to complain about.
Yeah.
So that people feel bad for them.
Everyone always has to one-up each other's pain, too. You know, like, no.
It's like, if I fix this problem that I have, what am I going to get attention with? It's attention-seeking behavior.
It is.
It's like, oh, if I can sit here and make people feel bad about me by saying, oh, I don't have any friends, and it's like, if they fix that problem, they can't get that sympathy from people. Like, I have no friends. Oh, but I'm your friend. Oh, lots of people love you. They want that validation. From other people.
And it's something you really have to grow out of. Like, I honestly, I was like that at one point of like, I had a victim complex of like, my life is so hard. Why does everyone want to be friends with me? You need to cut that crap out.
Yeah.
Because like the world doesn't revolve around you. Everybody has their own problems. Everyone has their own battles.
Yep.
It doesn't make anyone's less or more than your own. It's just problems.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got you with that that explanation of like, oh, why aren't you inviting me to things like make your own friends, stop trauma dumping on everybody,
and just recognize the fact that it's okay for your friends to have other friends outside of you.
Yeah,
and like that was the thing that this girl could not comprehend, was that I had friends outside of her, and at this point we're adults, we're like 19, almost 20 years old, and she's still stuck in that child
like mentality.
We're best friends for life. Like, she took that literally, like, oh, we're best friends for life, so therefore we do everything together. And I'm like,
no.
we're adults. We're both starting to have jobs. I'm in college. I have other friends. You can go out and make other friends too. And so the first time I broke off our friendship, like for realsies, was sophomore year of college, spring semester. And it was kind of messy, but like it was okay. Because she was kind of starting to do better. I don't think she threatened to unalive herself that time. She may have, but I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need to cut. Like, if you can go and get help, then maybe we can reconnect. But like, I need to focus on school.
I can't take your baggage.
I can't, because the other
No.
thing too is that all of everything that she would text me was just about how awful life is. It was just constant negativity, being like, oh, today's really, really hard. Oh, this. It was just always, it was never anything good.
Yeah.
And it would get to the point where she would text me and I wouldn't open the message for days because I'm like, I can't.
It's like one of those, like, even working in education, like, we get those texts, like, from parents of, like, oh, so-and-so's texting. I'm not even going to open it. I'm not, because, like, I do not have the mental fortitude to deal with it right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we broke off the friendship. But then the following fall, we reconnected. Because she was like, I'm on better meds now. I think she was actually in therapy at this point too. Like, she was genuinely taking the steps to get better. When I talked to her, it was like a night and day difference. And I was like, okay, you're actually doing something.
Yeah.
Like, things are leveling out. You're getting your life on track. Like, things are good. So we'll give this another try. Because again, I've known this girl since I was 6 years old. I'm like, that's not just something I can just up and end forever. Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I made a lot of excuses with this friendship. And things were really good for a while. And then this was around the same time that her dad found out that her mom was having an affair and was drinking excessively. And that ended up being a huge, huge fight between her parents that at this point her sister is out of the house. So it's just her having to deal with her parents and the cops getting called. And now her mom's crazy boyfriend and her parents are now getting a divorce. And it got really bad again.
Yeah.
Like, she went from making all of this progress all the way back down to the bottom. It was just, everything's awful all the time. The meds were no longer working. I think she even stopped therapy.
Oh.
If she was ever in it, I don't remember if she was in it, but like it got really, 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 really bad again. And it was the same thing. Like, I tried. I really tried. And like, it was again, every time I would be like, hey, I don't think I could be friends with you anymore. It would, well, I'm going to unalive myself. I have nothing to live for if we're not friends. And this lasted a couple more years. Like,
yeah.
and then the last time I broke off the friendship was in 2020 because leading up to that, she would get mad at me that I would never invite her over to my place. When I graduated college, you want to know what she got me?
What?
A trophy. And I'm not just meaning like a little trophy. I'm meaning like a 3-foot tall trophy.
What?
For graduating. And she showed up at my house unannounced.
Oh.
To give me this thing. And that made me so uncomfortable, first of all. I'm like, why are you just showing up at my house? But she did that because she probably knew that I would have made an excuse for her not to come over.
Well, it's also COVID, so like...
Well, no, this is before COVID.
Oh, before COVID.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Big part in the story that I forgot to mention. Oh, my gosh. So it was it 2018 or 2019? I think it was 2019. I was having a Halloween party at my house. No, this was 2018. And I was having a Halloween party. And she she comes to the Halloween party because, like, I wasn't originally going to invite her, but I'm like, she's going through so much. I'll be nice. I'll invite her to come party. Keep in mind, this girl has never touched alcohol before, except for one time we hung out. She took, like, a sip of a shot and, like, threw up for 3 hours after that from a little sip of a shot.
Oh.
Yeah. That was her first experience with alcohol. So this Halloween party was her second experience with alcohol. And I remember I found her, like, leaning up against the wall with a red cup. And it was just straight Malibu.
Oh.
And I looked at her and I was like, how much of this had you had? And she's like, and you can tell she's already drunk.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know, but it tastes good. I'm like, that's just straight liquor. I'm like, you're not mixing.
It's not a cocktail mix. Like, that is.
No, it was just
Oh my
straight
God.
cupfuls of Malibu. And I'm like, in her defense, Malibu doesn't really taste like alcohol.
But
it's just straight rum.
Yeah.
And so she's, like, definitely pretty much gone at this point.
Yeah.
So I switched her to water.
Good.
And then she, like, locks herself in the bathroom for, like, 2 hours. And we're all, like, trying to check on her to make sure that she's alive. Yeah. And eventually she stumbles out of the bathroom. And we get her sleeping. Like, she falls asleep because she's just... She's blackout.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't remember that night. And the next day, she was so incredibly hungover. She had to crash at my house all day long.
Dang.
Because she couldn't drive. She probably woke up drunk still.
Yeah.
Honestly. And so she crashed at my house all day. Like, I had to leave to go to work and come back because it's the weekend. And I get back from work.
She's still there?
She's still there. She's still not feeling good. I'm like, you can crash here one more night, but you got to go tomorrow. And so then we both go to bed. And the next day, I hear her leave. I'm like, okay, she's probably just going to go get a coffee because she drinks a lot of coffee. Like, Starbucks was her go-to. I have another story on that now, too. Now that I think about it. Oh, my God. There's so much.
So
Anyways, so I hear her come back. And I go upstairs expecting it to be like a Starbucks drink in her hand.
Don't tell me.
This girl went to a gas station or a liquor store. I don't know where she went, but she had one of those, like, canned margaritas.
Oh, my God.
It's like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And I look at her and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, it tastes good. I'm like, get out of my house.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't be drinking that and then go off and drive. I'm like, give me that drink and get out of my house. Like, I was mean.
Yeah.
I kicked her out. And she's like, well, can I finish first? I'm like, no. She's like, well, can I take it with me? I'm like, no, because if you get pulled over with open alcohol in your car, you're gonna get a DUI.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to jail. Like, no,
You're stupid.
I was so mad. And keep in
God.
mind, she, around the same time, was so mad at her mom and her alcoholism.
And then here she is
And
turning around
here
doing the
she
exact
is.
same fucking thing.
I was fucking bewildered. I was so mad. I was like, get out of my house. I think I said it exactly like that.
Yeah.
And so she left, and I ended up dumping the rest of the drink down the sink. And I was like, so fucking stupid. I did still stay friends with her for a little while after that, but I never invited her to a party again.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is actually insane behavior.
Yeah.
And I just,
It would have been one thing of like, I brought us Starbucks, like, then, hunky-dory, chat for a little bit, and then she left. But no, she brought more alcohol.
After she just spent an entire day
Recovering
hungover
from alcohol. Oh, my God.
Insane. Oh, my God, this girl was fucking crazy.
Yeah. That sounds like something one of your former students would do.
Yep. She had issues, and I know probably the night that she got really, like, blackout drunk at the Halloween party, it probably took away a lot of that, like,
pain.
that pain and those feelings that she always has.
But alcohol is a depressant.
Mhm.
Doesn't solve your problems. It just
Mhm.
numbs you.
Yep, and she probably wanted the numbing again.
Yeah.
Before the Halloween party, though, a year before,
Okay.
so my friend Zach had died, right?
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, Zach dated this girl for a little while.
Ooh.
I'll never understand. She broke up with him too.
Ooh.
That was just a really weird moment.
Don't like that.
But so she went to the funeral, and she wasn't. We weren't. My friend group and I. We weren't originally going to have her join us after the funeral,
Mm-hmm.
but one of my friends like felt really bad and invited her along with us, to come hang out after the funeral.
Yeah.
So that we could all like be together, mourn Zach together, be together as friends. And after the funeral, we stopped at Starbucks
Mm-hmm.
and we all got drinks. She got 2 venti Java chip frappuccinos,
That was my favorite.
but she got 2 of them for herself.
Why?
You think I have a caffeine addiction? Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait until you hear more.
Oh, no.
So we're all hanging out at our friend's apartment and she passes out, like falls to the ground, faints, is unresponsive.
Holy
so
crap.
we have to call the paramedics
Yeah.
to come check in on her. And so the paramedics come in and they're like, her heart rate is insane. It is
Oh, my.
like it's so bad. She had to go. So they took her to the hospital in the ambulance
Mm-hmm.
where they had to do like the what's the chest zap?
Yeah. To like restart her.
AED. Yeah.
AED. Restart her heart.
Yep. And it turns out she had so much caffeine in her system that it was essentially putting her into cardiac arrest.
Holy crap.
Because as it turns out, before the funeral, she had already had like 10 Starbucks drinks,
What?
ventis.
Oh, my God.
So she had a total of 12 venti caffeinated Starbucks drinks, espresso,
Uh-huh.
that day in total. So not only did I go to one of my best friend's funerals that day,
He almost went to another.
I spent part of that night
my
in the
God.
hospital waiting for her dad to arrive to take care of her. And I still stayed friends with her.
Miranda, how many red flags? I think red's your favorite color. Not yellow, it's red. Because, like, how did you... You're like, this is fine. This is fine. This is, like, 90%.
Well,
like,
So the thing is that I was so mentally checked out from the friendship, but I was legitimately
you held
scared.
on. Yeah.
It's not that I was holding on. I was just legitimately scared that if I finally ended the friendship with her,
That would end her.
that she would have literally unalived herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like a deep-rooted fear in myself because she probably would have actually done it, right?
Yeah.
And so now we can get down to 2020,
Uh-huh.
where we finally, she sends me this letter.
Like
In
a
the mail.
handwritten letter?
No, it's a typed letter, but
Okay.
she sends me this letter in the mail
Okay.
with a locket that
Mhm.
has our faces inside of it,
Mm-hmm.
with BFFL. And this letter, I can show you the letter, Ari,
Oh, my.
so that you can see.
Should I read it out loud for the podcast?
It's kind of long. If you want to, you can. I can show you the trophy. I have a picture of the trophy.
Oh, my. What in the... Okay, guys, legitimately, this is it is a 3-foot tall, like something you can have gymnastics. Like,
And it says bachelor's degree 2020.
What?
And there's a little graduation.
no.
Isn't that?
Honeydew, you don't give someone a trophy for when they graduate. Like, if you guys don't know this, I don't know who I'm talking to. If you don't know this, when someone graduates, you get them flowers, a card. You don't get them a fucking trophy.
I remember when she left that day, and I had a roommate at the time, and like her and her boyfriend
Oh my
got home, and I was with my then boyfriend. And remember, we all just kind of stood there and stared at it like,
bewildered. Like,
wow, what?
how out of touch.
I was like, what the fuck do I do with this? It was huge.
Yeah.
I ended up taking it apart and throwing it away.
I was about to say, that's what happened too.
But this was the locket.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
Sure.
I mean, for like friends and 6-year-olds, cute.
And then this was the 2-page letter.
Oh Lord.
The first page is bordered with pictures of her and me.
Okay, I need to narrate this.
So there's the first page.
Okay.
And there's the second page.
Okay.
It's very long, but
I want to narrate this. This will fill up, hopefully, the rest of our 30 minutes. Okay. I need to. Okay. So lots of cute pictures of Miranda, but definitely, I have some questions. Okay. Dear Miranda, I hope you've been doing good. First of all, I know I have recently said in comments that I'm not doing good again and need to talk to you when you are available. I just want you to know that it wasn't me trying to pressure you into texting me again or to make you feel guilty. I just meant when you are ready. Oh, she doesn't really do words right.
no.
And I can wait till then. I am glad that you're doing that for yourself, and I don't blame you at all because I am draining a lot. I know I am, so completely understand. Please, I'm willing to help you out with anything in any way I can. I want to. So I'm happy to stand aside for you for a while. No, for a while for you. You also deserved it too, since you've been going back and forth with me for so long, putting up with my mental issues and being there for me. The only thing I'm going to ask is to at least look at messages if I send them for emergency purposes. I've only sent you like 3 messages. And one of them I tried to tell you got into an accident, and that was in the hospital, and you never saw it. If I had not posted something on Facebook, you would have never known. So I would appreciate that. I also do appreciate you texting me, seeing if I was okay after you told me you needed a break. That made me feel good, and it made me feel better talking to you. It always does help me when I talk to you. I know you will text again when you are ready. I know you wouldn't just out of nowhere never talk to me again.
Well,
Even though I wouldn't blame you if you did that, too. To be honest, I'm embarrassed of myself, but I can't just tough it out and keep my mouth shut, and I can't ever not bother people about problems I have, including you. Since it seems like it's okay for me to write to you, it's not. Because of you saying you will try to send a letter back after I send you Valentine's Day cards, I have something I need to tell you. I have no idea how you are going to respond, but I can't keep saying can't not saying anything about it because it's not helping me mentally not telling you. It has now taken me over. Oh my. It has now taken me over. There has been plenty of days in a row now that I have easily been able to start crying everywhere. How is she crying everywhere? It's tears spurting out of her eyes, crying everywhere like a sprinkler.
it gets better.
Okay. When I'm at work and I feel sick, since I feel so bad, you have told me that I could come to you with anything, that you will always listen, and I need to let you know how I am feeling. I'm feeling I am closest to you than I've ever been, so I feel very comfortable coming to you like this. This letter gets really emotional, and I'm just going to worry you. I have other things I need to talk to you about too. This is important, but I'm going to wait and just stick with this for now. I know you might be wondering why I have all of a sudden sent you your presents when I have said I wanted to give them to you in person. Oh, I have pictures of the two of us all over. That is a hit right there. This is also this is the whole thing is about. At the end, we're going to rate her grammar. As you notice, I've gotten pushy about us hanging out again recently in comments on Facebook and your Valentine's Day card. I know you're tired of me bringing this up, but what I need to tell you is important. You said when you moved into your apartment and we got rid of the mice problem, you will work something out to be able to get together. Then in December, you said we should wait till COVID. She does co-vid isn't as bad, and that's understandable. I know the mice problem should be gone by now.
It wasn't.
COVID isn't the red zone anymore. It probably wasn't.
I mean, it was still 2020.
Yeah.
Restrictions were still in place at this time.
There was no vaccine yet.
No.
Majority. And I am done with quarantine. Well, good for you. So it should be okay for us to get together. No, it should not be.
No.
I came to get your trophy. Give you your trophy.
Oh, yeah. She gave me a second trophy. It was a smaller one this time. But it was also, I think, for graduating. It was fucking stupid. Anyways, continue.
Don't do trophies. When COVID was still happening, and it is pretty much the same now as it is then, and getting better because of the vaccine being out. So I don't see why you haven't brought up getting together. I know I did see you a couple other times, but it was only 2 hours. And it wasn't just the two of us. And I did visit you at work to see you, in all caps. But it was no longer than 15 minutes. That's pretty much all I get nowadays. You don't make time for me besides that. I just want some real time with you alone for at least one day like we used to. And just doesn't seem like what I want is important at all, even though I have been patiently waiting for a long time. Because of being so patient with you, I would be nice if you could meet with me halfway plan something once in a while. I want to go to a coffee shop and talk, and then go to the Flatiron Mall to the window shop. Then
specific places.
I know she's trying to say relive, but she said relieve our childhood and have a Hannah Montana marathon. I just want to have some fun with you. When are we going to do what I want? I have been, the second page. I have been waiting a few years to finally have the time with you again, trying to respect you, being busy, and wanting time for yourself. You have never brought it up. I am tired of being patient. You keep saying it will happen, but I know it will never follow through with it. You haven't so far. I know I've gotten pushy a lot, and I've gotten annoying, but what do you expect when I've been waiting for so long? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I know that we are older, more busy, and live further away, but why are we letting that stop us? Question mark, question mark, question mark. We should still be able to make time for each other, and I think it should be a priority. Well, big word for her. Since we never get to spend time together anymore. I get that you're an introvert and don't like hanging out as much anymore, but it seems like in spite of that, you are hanging out with everyone except me.
I was hanging out with my then boyfriend and my roommate.
Yeah, everyone except her.
Yep.
It seems like you never want to spend time with me anymore. How many times is she going to say that?
I mean, she's not wrong. I didn't.
Ever. That's all caps, man. You also said that we will eventually, quotation marks, but then it's not promising and could mean years. You've liked comments I have wrote on hanging out on Facebook, but I think you're just trying to be nice when you really don't want to. And, really, I will never ask me. I feel like you are avoiding me and are bored of me. I literally feel like Anna in Frozen. I'm going to use that in the future. I literally feel like Anna in Frozen.
Do you want to build a snowman? Okay, bye.
It's like I really will ask me. I feel like you're avoiding me and is bored with me. I said that. I literally feel like Anna for Frozen. It's like I'm invisible in your mind. Like when you think about friends to see it, and I never come to mind at all. You never think about me. If you think of at all, I'm going to do is talk about problems if we get together. That's not what will happen.
It was.
Oh yes, there is things that I need to tell you that happened, but it wouldn't be the entire day. I also feel like that you have and friend names to hang out with, that you don't need me anymore, and that I'm not important to spend time with. You even tried to get rid of me when I was too sick to drive to spend time with your then boyfriend when I never get to see you and we haven't spent time together in years, but you see him all the time and you're another friend now. Why don't you care that much when you spend time with me too? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I think I know he's your quote-unquote boyfriend. But I should be important too. I'm never important at all. I'm going to admit that crying because I miss you isn't the only reason, but it's also because I feel this way. My feelings are seriously excruciatingly hurt.
That's a big word.
Big word.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Excruciatingly. I know in spite of how hurt I am, I know you still won't plan anything with me because it seems like my feelings don't matter. They've been trend lately. I've been hurt even worse by you for other reasons because you are not caring about my feelings. But I am not bringing these up right now. I know you're probably enjoying being away from me right now because I have problems recently when I have seen you. If it makes you happier hanging out with them all this time, not being around me, go for it. I want you to be happy. I guess our time together making fun memories is over, which breaks my heart. I will always cherish the memories we did make throughout the years, and thank you for making them with me. It was nice while it lasted. I include your gifts so you don't have to interrupt your life, no matter the tear mark with me.
the tear emoji in the middle of the letter sends me.
Yeah. I will always have the most fun with you, and out of all the friends, you don't have to interrupt your life to make plans with me. I always have the most fun with you. And I give up. You win. No matter what I do or say, you won't plan anything with me. It's obviously that you have more important things to do now. I hope you like your gift. You don't need to write back, text me, or call me, or make plans with me. I don't need to do anything. No worry about me. I'm fine. I'm just going to try to accept the fact that it's impossible to have time alone with you nowadays. Nowadays. I would think of you often, even though I've already do a lot. It kills me doing this, but I want you to be happy, and I'm not have to worry about spending time with me and never do spend time with me again. I know this probably wasn't what you're expecting as a gift, as far as I'm told, and that this wasn't just a normal letter. I apologize for that. I hope you understand. I did not want to tell you everything I just did, but I am so hurt that I couldn't keep it in myself any longer. I kept from saying anything as long as I could, but after a while, it built up too much emotionally. I just couldn't take it anymore. I also feel like because how close we should be able to come to each other if something is bothering us. I just want how I am feeling about this to go away because I've been crying a lot because of this. If I'm wrong and everything, please come to me and ask me to have time with you as soon as possible. And so I could get a hug I've been needing. Prove me wrong. I'm actually planning something with me. I want to make you feel better and would show me that you care about my feelings since you want to hang out with me and probably wouldn't bother you if you never saw each other again. I know you never miss me. I will always have a gigantic place in my heart. Unconditional. I hope this doesn't ruin your day. I need to do this though. I really miss you more than I think. I'm sending you big hugs. I wish you the best. Love you. Love, Lion.
Does that sound like a confession letter to you?
It sounds needy.
It sounds like she had a big old fat crush on me.
It did. And okay, so as a writer, I'm going to objectively critique her.
Okay.
She had a lot of run-on sentences.
Yes.
And she reiterated the same point in the same way. So I get it, but it's more of a why me? Mm-hmm. Hey, what could I do to make this friendship better? What have I been doing?
A lot of the letter, especially to me at the time, felt like it was her trying to guilt trip me.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
She was sitting there basically like, you are an awful friend. I've been nothing but a good friend to you. So I actually sent her back my own letter.
Oh.
In response, basically debunking all of the accusations that she made. And I was like, I have always been there for you. I am constantly like putting my life on pause to make sure that you're okay. Mm-hmm. And like I even admitted, I was like, you know what? You're right. I do make a lot of empty promises when it comes to like getting together and hanging out. And yeah, I do leave your messages unread for several days, but that's because I mentally cannot take it. I'm like, and you're right, that's not fair to you.
Yeah.
So in that letter, I completely ended the friendship. I was like, I cannot be your friend anymore. I'm sorry. I know what you were wanting was for me to be like begging you to still be my friend and to profusely apologize, but that's not going to happen because of everything that you just told me in this letter.
Yeah.
I've been nothing but there for you since you first told me you wanted to unalive yourself when we were 11 years old. And so she got my letter a couple days later because the post office takes forever.
Yeah.
And I immediately get a text telling me that she was going to unalive herself.
Bro.
And I remember I got on the phone with her. She, at this point, was really addicted to her antidepressants. Like, she would double up on them.
Oh.
Constantly. Like, she was an opioid addict at this point. And she told me that she had taken several. And she had a coworker who's also really concerned about her. So I was living with my then boyfriend. And while I'm on the phone with her, he's calling 911. And luckily I have her address because
she's lived in the same place.
Well, no, she sent me a letter.
Yeah.
She was living with someone else at the time. I don't remember who she was living with, but her roommate wasn't home for the night. And so, yeah, he calls 911. She had, I think, a coworker who also called 911. And I don't know what happened after we got off the phone, but I assume they basically had to like break her door down and they took her to the hospital. I didn't hear from her for the rest of the night because she was at the hospital and I assume was getting put on a 72-hour hold. But then she just texted me the next day apologizing. She's like, oh, you know, she always did this thing when she would have like those big mental breakdowns, be like, oh, you know, that wasn't me. Like that wasn't me. You know, that wasn't the real me who did that. Right. And it's like, no, that was you.
Yeah.
You told me that you were going to unalive yourself as a way to keep me as your friend. And so I texted her back and I was like, hey, I'm glad that you're safe and that you're okay in the hospital. This is the last time you're ever going to hear from me. Go get help, serious help. Goodbye. And I blocked her on everything and I have not spoken to her since.
Yes.
Like that was the final straw.
Damn.
But then I spent a couple years after that worried that I was going to have to like file a restraining order on her because
she kept sending letters.
No, she didn't keep sending letters, but I had friends who were still friends with her on Facebook. And she, for several years, would make posts about me on Facebook about how much she misses me. And like, just all these things. Like, there is no words to describe how much pain there is knowing you're hated by someone you love the most for the rest of your life. This is not how I want to live. Please don't be mad at me forever. To who I grew up with since first grade. She won't see this because I'm unfriended and blocked, but I don't care. Your friendship meant more to me than anyone else I was friends with, and I would do everything it takes to be friends again. I miss you and love you. And then, like, long posts, too, right? And one of these was, like, 3 or 4 years after we stopped being friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, I legit thought I was going to, like, end up having...
to make a restraining order against her.
I can read you one of them if you want.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. This is probably, like, a year or two...
After
we stopped being friends. But thinking of my friend that I've known since first grade, I noticed there's no chance for her to reach back out to me, but I love her so much and I really do miss her. I don't know what my subconscious is telling me, but she keeps appearing in my dreams. Every day I can't get her off my mind. When I'm at work, I do what I'm supposed to do, but she's always on my mind. I really do hope one day she will love me again and I can give her a giant bear hug. She has been there for me through a lot of serious stuff, even though it was draining sometimes, and knows more about everything I've been through than any of my other friends. I know it was draining messaging back and forth because I had so many problems mentally, but I felt so close to her and trusted her so much and it always made me feel better talking to her. She had the right words to say to get me through stuff and calm me down. I enjoyed talking to her more than any of my other friends. Knowing she was there calmed me down in general. I would start crying tears of joy if she ever came back to me. I know if she sees posts like this, she will still be too angry at me to understand I mean what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to seem pathetic. I would do anything for her to come back to me, would do anything for her just in general.
No, girl. That is a love confession.
I would start... Oh, wait, no, I already read that. I would do anything for her to come back to me, would do anything for her just in general, because she means the world to me and is very special to me. She will forever have a big part of my heart. Girlie, that was posted on her Facebook page.
Why?
For all of her friends on there to see.
That's so attention-seeking. You attention whore.
Oh, there's... Can I read this other one? Sorry.
Yes, go for it. I'm here for it.
Dear who this concerns that abandoned and blocked me.
Oh, damn.
You have always said what you wanted to say, and now I'm going to say what I want to say.
Oh.
I did not deserve to be treated how I did 2 years ago. This was 2 years after we stopped being friends. There have been many things that have bothered me through the years also, and you have made me bottle everything up because every time I would tell you something that bothered me, you would get defensive or accuse me of making you feel guilty. And come up with an excuse as to why you thought it was okay when it wasn't. On top of that, you never apologized for anything that hurt me. I did apologize, first and foremost. Right. You would apologize for not texting me back, but not the stuff that really mattered. All of this shows you can't stand being the one that is in the wrong. All caps.
Oh.
Also, you gossiped about me to your friends, making them think I was a bad friend when I'm not.
I mean, you kind of are. You're kind of a piece of crap.
For years, I have built up feeling unimportant and feeling neglected by you. And after so long, you wonder why I get manipulative and etc. So she
didn't deny that she's manipulative.
After never asking me to hang out, trying to get rid of me at your house when I was sick and couldn't drive, and never being happy to see me, but being ecstatic to see your other friends. Every time we hung out after high school, we never had any time. Oh my gosh. Just the two of us. There was always someone else around. And again, you wonder why I was getting so pushy, in all caps. Mm-hmm. We never had any time, just us two after high school. That's all I ever wanted was to spend time with you. I never wanted to get like that. But a person can only bottle stuff up for so long before they explode.
Oh, here's the explosions again.
Asking to hang out like every month or two is freaking normal. You should have been happy that I love spending so much time with you. But instead you pushed me away. I may have been draining and etc. But I have always been a good friend to you and just wanted to make you happy and feel loved and important. You get so angry that you can't even listen to my side of the story and calmly talk things out. I try to understand stuff that bothers you always, but you give me a bunch of mixed messages that it's just not clear to me. As far as...
I feel like you're pretty straightforward, man.
As far as that situation I accidentally put you in, and this is in all caps again, can't you see that wasn't my intention? I just loved you too much. She's talking about how she threatened to kill herself. Didn't want you out of my life, in all caps again. And I still do love you that much. That is real love that I showed you. You are just looking at it wrong.
I mean...
If you knew how I was feeling that night.
I was feeling manipulative to the point of trying to die by unaliving.
If you knew how I was feeling that night, you would understand. Also, if I would have known that I was getting that draining, I definitely would have backed off for our friendship. I hope at some point you will take what I have said into consideration. I never wanted to tell you these things because I didn't want to make you feel bad or make you mad. Even though you left me and I have said everything I did, I still love you and wish we could start over. I really don't think it will on your end, though. If you ever change your mind, I actually want you to contact me again. In spite of our incident a couple years ago, I do miss you still. We'll do anything for you and always love you. If you reach out, we could change things and be two peas in a pod again like we used to be, and that I miss. I don't think you have ever realized how much our friendship meant to me. I love you and still cry about what happened frequently still. Love line. Again, this is just on her Facebook page for everybody to see.
Yep. What the fuck? Oh my god.
I think she was in love with me, guys.
I think she was in love with you. Like, she's like, I manipulated and threatened to unalive myself because of my love for you. Like, see, what the hell?
And there's more posts that I could read. I won't, but there's more.
No. What's wrong with you?
And so the reason why I have all these screenshots, though, from my friends who were friends with, like, I specifically asked some of my friends to stay friends with her on Facebook so they could, like, send me that
Monitor
stuff.
her.
Because I really thought I was going to have to get a restraining order on her. I was like, she's going to find me and she's going to start stalking me. Legit was, like, afraid forever. I'm not afraid anymore because it's been, like,
several years now.
It's been about 5 years, 5 or 6 years since I cut things off.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God.
So that was that story. What did you think? Was that what you were expecting?
You know, I've heard of many of friends you've broken up with, and like the turmoils. This one takes a cake, man. Mm-hmm. This one takes a cake. Mm-hmm. We don't like lying. No. This is the foundations of what not to do.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
I would not be surprised. So I have no idea what she's doing now.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if she's like
doing that to someone else,
or like a hardcore addicted to something.
Yeah.
Like whether it's opioids or alcohol or whatever. Like I would not be surprised if she is a drug addict of some kind.
You just make me explode my feelings out, Miranda.
Well, and like the fact that she was still posting about me 2 years after
knowing you aren't friends with her anywhere and are blocked on everything.
Yeah, I don't know. Genuinely, I hope that she did end up going and getting the help that she actually needs.
Yeah.
And like I hope she's living a better life and that things have gotten better for her, especially now that we're both reaching 30 years old.
Yeah.
But I just
glad that's done with.
Not having her in my life has been fantastic. And I will say that friendship is what like has really put in place my mindset of how I approach friendships. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, if you are draining to me, I can't.
I will distance myself.
If you are nothing but negative, I can't be your friend because I've been in such a toxic friendship with her specifically. I'm like, I can't go through anything remotely similar to that again.
Yeah.
And
that's
like
perfectly understandable. Like take care of yourself.
Right. And like, I think the most frustrating part of that whole thing was her throwing it in my face, calling me a bad friend. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you know what? I probably was a bad friend to you, but that's because I couldn't be your friend. But I didn't feel like I had a choice.
Yeah.
So
what's your lesson from the lion friendship?
It's okay to not be friends with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, even if you guys have a lot of history, it's okay to end that friendship.
It's okay.
You don't have to hold on, especially as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
The whole concept of BFFs, BFF for life, so childhood.
Yeah.
Grow up. And just...
Yeah. And everybody, life is like a wave. You get close at one point, you distance yourself at another. It just depends on how you approach said friendships.
Yep.
Like, you're not obligated to do one thing consistently your whole life.
Yeah.
Except your kids. You need to kid your kids consistently.
And also, another lesson, it's okay if you're a little gay. You know? Because, like, clearly, everybody I've told this story to is like, she was in love with you.
She was in love
like,
with
romantically in love.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I believe that. But she was also raised in a very hardcore Christian household.
So she could never.
And, like, I don't think she legitimately understood those feelings.
No.
Like.
Posting about you 2 years later, that's I got broken up with and I'm heartbroken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Insane.
Look at you breaking girls' hearts, Miranda.
I don't even swing that way.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that took up the whole episode.
That's okay.
But there you go, guys.
We'll split this into another part. I don't know if we'll talk about this next episode.
We might.
But
yeah.
Future episode no matter what.
Yeah, there's plenty of stories to be told about toxic friends.
So much.
This was probably by far the most toxic friendship.
This was the most entertaining to listen to. I am with the audience on this. I'm like, and then what? And then what?
I hope you, the audience, enjoyed this episode. I haven't read that letter in a really long time.
And that was my favorite part about this episode, was reading that letter and being like, and then I destroyed my life for you. Like, oh my God.
It's the teardrop emoji in the middle of a sentence.
It's a psychopath, like pictures of you all around the border. Like, no, that's not how you do it. Not even tasteful. It's just creepy at this point. Oh my God.
I did end up repurposing the locket. Like, I took her picture out and the whole part that said, like, best friends, whatever. And I put pictures of my cats in it.
Good.
And for the, like, front part, I printed out a cute little galaxy background and I put it there. I don't know what happened to the locket.
It's probably in one of your boxes.
I feel like I lost it.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'll find it someday. But, yeah.
Nothing really lost there.
Yeah. No, it was... Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
I hope this was a journey for you to go on.
It was a wild ride. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad we got your raw reaction.
I loved it. This is the only time we keep stuff from each other. It's like, wait. For the podcast to have something Italian.
I remember we started to get into this story one day, and I was like, know what? Nope, we save it for the podcast.
You save it for the podcast.
And we did.
We did it.
All right.
Until next time.
Bye.